participant in this program, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe if you can give us your experience, what it was like, because a lot of the guys that you're here with are transitioning towards the end of their careers, whereas yours has just started. What was it like for you?
It was a learning process, I can say, because yes, learning from Abutula Sajwayo and Pasele, telling you where they come from and what did they do to play this long, Yeah, it was just a good learning method.
What do you take from it going forward? Because Rama said, it's talking about stocks and financial literacy, immersing yourself with a lot of different players from the league. So what do you take from it? Because I'm sure you're not going to go and invest stocks now after this.
I was mostly interested in businesses, starting businesses, but my failure was executing them, So now I think I'm ready to strategize them in a well-mannered way and being able to execute.
It's unusual for someone so young to do a course like this, especially when you're still playing. People normally think after their careers, but do you think more young players could do this? Because there's that thing of people not managing their finances and that kind of thing. I'm sure it helps.
Yeah, I think it helps a lot for young players because we still have more time. Because when you play, the salaries and the money you get, you still have more time. Because when you almost retired, the money is small now, Yeah, so I think we still have more time to open businesses and know what to do with our money.
Do you think that there's proper guidelines set out for you guys to succeed? Maybe where other players have, especially from your region, there's a lot of players who perhaps have fallen from grace. Not just that, in the PSL in general, where you see their downfalls, they speak about it openly. Do you think there's enough guidelines for young players like yourself to kind of avoid that, where you say that so and so has done this, I don't have to do the same thing, I can go through it a bit smoother?
I think that's what this program is about, trying to make the right path for us, and knowing what to do after football, taking your mind out of football and thinking abroad, Yeah, so I think it helps us a lot, because we cannot do the same mistakes as other people. We must just learn from the mistakes.
If I may ask, were you guys selected or did you apply for this? How was all this put together, these specific people in the class?
Me, in my team specifically, they just asked who wants to go to school.
You put up.
Really, you
Why
had...
did you volunteer? What was
As I said,
so you want something post-playing, like a business?
Yeah, as I said, I'm interested in businesses. So yeah, I heard that it's a business school, then I just decided to come.
Really, you obviously, I think there was Tiko Modise who spoke to you guys. There's also Bongani Kumalo now. One played for Pirates, the other went to Europe. What are the stories that they told? What some of the stuff that stood out for you? What is it, and what did you pick up from that you can perhaps improve on? Especially because there's been reports also that you went to Wolves as well, things like that. Come on, brother.
I think mostly I picked up that all of them says football is very short, so you must think abroad and you must think over football, because there's the other you that you don't know, because we are mostly focused on football, So yeah, I think they just open our mind that there's life after football, and there's life without football.
Really, maybe just a bit about the football, man. I mean, things are happening for you. This young, bright kid at Pirates playing for a big club and that kind of stuff. How has been your life over the last year or so, and also the football stuff? Are you happy with the progression you've made as a footballer?
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, maybe with my improvement, I'm still improving and still learning from the older guys. So yeah, I can say I'm happy for my improvement and my progress.
I think 21 years or so ago, they interviewed a young LeBron James. He was about as young as you, and they said to him that if he's not eventually a future Hall of Famer, then he would have been bust because of the early potential that he's shown. You've shown very similar potential where we can possibly pin our hopes on you. Do you feel that pressure to say that if you don't eventually become like a top name, like a Dr. Kumalo or Teko Modise, that you've fallen short of the potential that you've shown?
No, I don't feel any pressure. I just want to keep on improving and keep on learning. There's no pressure. I mean, I just have to keep on pushing and keep on playing, fighting for my position, fighting to be a better person. That's all.
I spoke to someone from the Val who's actually very close to you, and they said that you are a bit different than some of the other guys who came from the Val. They got famous, partied, girls, money got to their head, but you are more homebody. You don't go out, you don't do flashy things. What makes you different, or what molded that different type of footballer than what you've seen from the Val in previous years?
I think it's how I grew up. I grew up in the streets where people used to kill each other, so that made me afraid to play in the streets. And for now, that my name is, I think is, I'm a bit famous, you know. So I think I'm scared of the people, so that's why.
Okay, we can repeat there.